How does egalitarianism compare to libertarianism? Have you ever wondered how two seemingly different philosophies like egalitarianism and libertarianism stack up against each other? Let's break it down in a simple way. First, we need to understand what each ideology stands for. Egalitarianism is all about equality. It advocates for equal rights, opportunities, and access to resources for everyone. This philosophy often calls for government action to tackle social and economic inequalities. The goal is to create a society where everyone can thrive and reach their full potential. On the flip side, libertarianism emphasizes individual freedom and minimal government involvement. Libertarians believe in negative freedom, meaning they want to be free from any outside interference in their personal lives. They support a free market economy with little regulation, focusing on private property rights and voluntary cooperation among individuals. Now, let's look at some key differences. First, consider the concept of freedom. Egalitarianism promotes positive freedom, which means not only being free from constraints but also having equal opportunities and resources. Libertarianism, however, prioritizes negative freedom, focusing on the absence of interference in individual actions. Next, let's talk about the role of government. Egalitarianism calls for a more active government role to address inequalities. This might mean implementing policies that promote social welfare and economic fairness. Libertarianism, in contrast, advocates for a limited government, mainly focused on protecting individual rights and enforcing contracts. When it comes to economic philosophy, egalitarianism often supports greater government regulation and wealth redistribution to lessen economic gaps. Libertarianism favors free market capitalism, arguing for minimal government intervention in economic matters. In a socialist context, egalitarianism aligns closely with the goal of reducing economic disparities and promoting social justice. Socialism seeks to transform work and daily life by advocating for workers' control over production and cooperative economics. This approach rejects both state ownership and private property, aiming for a decentralized model of governance. Libertarianism, with its focus on individual freedom and limited government, can clash with the socialist aim of collective ownership and social equality. Yet, both ideologies share a common critique of authoritarianism, opposing state control in their own ways. In practical terms, egalitarian policies could include progressive taxation, social welfare programs, and worker protections. These measures aim to ensure a fair distribution of wealth and opportunities, aligning with socialist principles. Meanwhile, libertarian policies would lean towards less regulation and more personal freedom in economic choices. So, while egalitarianism and libertarianism have distinct philosophies, they both offer unique perspectives on freedom, government roles, and economic systems. Understanding these differences can help us navigate the complex world of political ideologies.